get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments can pay for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 2 gang, y'all, let's get it, y'all. Part 2 gang, y'all, let's get it, y'all. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Part 2 gang, let's get it. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get it. Let's go. Promise you, man. Unc walked down. I was like, I ain't trying to hear that, man. Yeah, he's sloppy, loud. I'm like, oh yeah, open the door. Like, let's go in the room. So he walk in, around. I'm like, yo, look, OG, look, you gotta chill out, man. I was like, man, listen, I ain't telling you who you can't fight, but I'm just letting you know now, bro, that type of activity you doing, beating the dude up over the lady. He was like, it ain't over the lady, Weezy. I was like, man. I looked at him. He was like, he was so angry. He still cracked a smirk. He was like, well, baby, though, I like her a lot, though. I said, man, listen, but look, if you want to keep liking her a lot, I said, you can't be doing that, man. I said, dudes gonna talk to the peoples, bro. I said, you on Lawrenceville. I said, you know how many dudes is down on the same person? I said, man, this is how it goes down. There's nothing you can do about it, OG. What are you doing, man? I said, man, now that's already said and done what you done did the old school down there. I said, but at the same time, though, just chill out for future references, man. I was like, I ain't watching him, man. You don't never know. So he was like, I ain't worried about him. I hear you, nephew. I hear you, nephew, but I ain't worried about him. I'm gonna let you know now. Ask anybody about me, Weezy. Ask anybody about me. Yeah, undefeated in the system, Weezy. Yeah, I lost once. He called a dude name for Richard. He said, I lost once. And they were saying that was a tie. Then a couple of dudes said I lost. I ain't never lost in the system. I ain't never lost in the system. Ask anybody. I'm like, man, look, man, this is what I'm saying, though. He was like, look, this is what I'm saying. They moved me down to this camp, but ain't nobody gonna disrespect me. Like, he just kept going over top of everything I was saying. I'm like, I'm just trying to keep him calm. I'm like, OG, look, man. He was like, no, get that, man. I'ma live how I live, Weezy. Hey, I'ma live how I live. Y'all, look, y'all ain't involved. Y'all ain't, if you thinking y'all ain't involved, I'm like, nah, it ain't about that. He was like, nah. So he getting so loud, dude whose birthday it was, and came, he knocked on the door. Like, yo, it's him. He coming in the joint. He like, what's up? I'm like, man, tell OG, man, basically. He was like, man, I was just telling OG, man, like, man, you can't, man, come on, OG, man, my birthday, man, like, we getting lit. You beating dudes up while we getting lit, OG. You like, man, look, man, I've been a renegade my whole being. This is what I do, man. I don't care, man. And I'm gonna start taking packages around here, too. Like, nah, man. I was like, you drunk, man. Chill out, OG, man. You drunk, man. You drunk, man. Chill out, man. You were like, no, I ain't drunk, Weezy. I was like, man, you drunk, man. Chill out, OG. As he's saying, they just threw up in the toilet. He was like this, I promise you. He didn't even bend over or nothing. He was like, hey, I promise you, Weezy. Yeah, I promise you. I said, oh my God, I'm backed up. Bald head got on here. He was like, bald head started flushing the toilet for he like this. He threw everything up. That's my word. After he got to the last joint, he was like, it was like the evil came out of him. I promise you, man. It's like the evil spirit. It's like I seen an evil ghost. You know what I mean? Just come out of him like, as he was throwing up, he was like, he sat down on the box. He was like, I don't want to leave Lawrenceville, Weezy. I said, man, stop wilding out there. So boom. I wasn't even expecting for him to say that. He's sitting in the box looking all crazy now. I'm like, man, I'm drunk running around. I was like, look, we ain't giving OG no more wine, man. Like, my home, the dude that whose birthday was, he was like, nah, no more wine and la. He can't have no wine and la. That's what it was. That la did it. I'm like, man, this junk crazy, man. I was like, he done beat a dude up. So as we talking, we see the dude downstairs. You know what I mean? He go to the door, he talking to the dude. So I was like, boy, let's see what dude doing. So boy had at the door watching the dude. He was like, he at the door talking to the dude in 31, 32 part. So we trying to get OG right. You know what I mean? OG get up. We take OG to his cell. So I guess dude seen it. You know what I mean? Dude seen him taking us to the cell. So we tell his roommate, man, lock the door, make sure he's straight. Cause he just got through fighting the dude. And so dude ain't tried nothing. The dude, he beat up the old head, light-skinned dude. He ain't try nothing, you know what I mean? But he keep talking to a whole bunch of people. So the next day come, the lady didn't work. So everything went smooth with that. He didn't go to jail for the fight, nothing like that happened. So now he back up his regular senses. Now it's the day after. So now it's like, I don't know if the evil spirit returned. I don't know what had happened, but all I know is when breakfast came, man, OG was scrapped up, you hear me? Man, OG was scrapped up, man. That's my word. I looked at him, I was like, he didn't even look like a dude that was on Lawrenceville. Man, I promise you, he didn't even look like a dude that belonged on Lawrenceville, man. When I seen OG, man, I promise you, man, OG had on his jeans, tucked in his socks. He had his jacket. This jacket, I don't know how he got it to be so tight, but come to find out, he had a sweater on. He had 2 sweaters on and a thermal shirt on. Then he had a towel around his neck, and that was kind of tight to his neck. And he had his jacket collar over it. You only can see the towel part right here. And he come out, and then I see the dude, because him and the dude whose birthday was sleep on the same tier. And he over there standing by the dude whose birthday was. So he standing over there. Dude was like, hey, where he's at? Come here, man. He was like, man. I see him going like this to OG, he walking, bro. So he getting the jump. I'm walking around the tail what's going on now? I get around the jump. I walk in the cell. I'm like, I seen old school. I seen him slightly when we came, when he was across the tail with all this on, with his outfit on. I'm like, I see him I said, man, you ain't in the mountains no more, man. No more, OG, what you got going on, man? He was like, nah, I'm ready. Yeah, I woke up. You know what I mean? I beat a dude up. Usually it's war after I beat somebody up. Yeah, I'm just ready. I'm just ready. He was like, yeah, man, I don't know where he got this junk from, man. OG been in the compound probably a month. You hear me? A month and a half, 2 months. Man, OG said, man, I'm just getting ready. OG put that hammer on the table. I was like, that's just how that junk sounded. He was like, I'm just getting ready. He put that junk on the table. Dude was like, I ain't touching the junk. Dude, whose birthday was, he looking like, shh. I'm like, man, come on, OG, man. He like, no. He said, man, show him what you got under that jacket. He was like, he cracked a little smirk again. He was like, no. Man, I was like, what you got under the jacket, OG? He was like, so you got sweat? How many sweatshirts you got on, OG, man? When I did like this, I felt it. I'm like, I said, lift your shirt up. He was like, he did a smirk again. He was like, can't never be too prepared, nephew. So boom, this man lift his shirt up, man. I promise you, man. All I seen was XXL Essence. This man had every magazine in America on his chest. I'm like, I said, man, what you think you on Pelican Bay? I said, man, come on, OG, man. He was like, look, I don't know how y'all live. I ain't letting no dude take me out. Yeah. I said, oh, so that's why you got a towel on your neck? He was like, yeah. See, y'all don't know. Y'all ain't never been in no combat like that. I done been in combat when I was young. I was in combat. We were beefing with Richmond. Yeah, it was us against Richmond. It wasn't Newport News, Portsmouth. No, it was Norfolk versus Richmond. Yeah, I had to put that work in. Southampton, ask anybody. I put that work in. Anybody. I'm like, look, first of all, calm down, because this ain't Southampton, OG. You are on Lawrenceville, man. What are you doing? He was like, so you say it ain't no beef? I was like, I'm saying it ain't no beef, probably, but you don't need all that stuff if it's beef for him. He was like, take all that stuff off, OG, man. You wildin', man. He was like, man, look, man, y'all, man, I'm telling you, man. The dude, he listened to the dude whose birthday was. Dude was like, man, come on, OG, man. You gonna make it problems, man. You was just straight last night. Everything straight after you sobered up. He was like, all right. He started taking his jacket off. This is my word. This man, when the magazine joint, man, this man, I don't know where he get all this tape or a magazine. I don't know where he get all this plastic from, because dudes will have a bunch of plastic. Like, they'll give plastic out sometimes for different things, but you can get plastic from the chow hall. But the plastic, you can get, like, dudes that have a lot of the plastic, but he had like a bunch of plastic that he was able to wrap his big body in the magazines nice and tight. Like, he had that joint wrapped tight. So the bro who sell it is taking the junk off him, OG in the cell like this. The junk was coming off. All you see is Source magazine, Ebony, XXL game. That man had a human bulletproof vest game, y'all. So boom. I'm like, junk great, take it off, junk phone, mouse and books. I'm like, man, where you get all that? I ain't even read this one yet, man. I snatched off the plastic. I was like, man, let me see this junk, man. Looked at this junk, man. I was like, man, you got all the XXLs and everything, man. I was like, you wildin', man. So he listened to us for that most part, man. You know what I mean? But he was like, look, I'm telling you now, he was like, look, the only thing I won't drunk about when I saw is him talking to my lady. I said, that ain't your lady, OG, man. That's not your lady. He was like, look, she gonna be though. She gonna be though, man. So, you know, we left it alone. You know what I mean? We left that joint alone. So it's time for Child. We all go to Child, so we all walking together to Child. We with him, like, we with him. Cause like, he ain't too crazy on it, but like, we with him though. We walking to Child Hall. You know what I mean? We walking to the Child Hall. We get around there. We get into the Child Hall. We see the dude. It's a dude that he beat up. I guess it's a dude that he knew. He had got beat up that day by OG. So we come in the Child Hall. I see another older dude. He kind of like gritting on us. Now, he probably was looking at OG, but the eyeballs was going towards us, you know what I mean? Because we was us together. So we walking, OG in line, OG waiting on his tray, OG like, I'm telling boy, I'm like, yo, who's that dude? We keep looking over there, man, sitting over there by the red team, man. Boy, hey, look, I think dude in 32 part. You know what I mean? So I look. I couldn't see at first through the crowd, but when I looked, I seen the dude he beat up sitting at the table with him. So I looked. Dude was like, he talking to me like, hey, look, that junk crazy, man. Hey, that junk crazy, man. Yeah. So he loud, he like, man, look, you let a dude shake, rattle, and roll, beat you up. That's what the old head said. So, like, I don't think it caught goddamn OG ear at first. So we almost had to chuck over the trays, come on that. Get the trays, you come around, dude, loud. Like, so you let a dude who shake, rattle, and roll beat you up. So that's when I seen OG look. OG was like, he get a little closer. We sit like a little further from them. They were on the same side though. Dude like, hey man, hey look man, I don't know where you think you at. The dudes that mess with boys, y'all ain't coming here messing with these ladies, man. These ladies don't want no disease from y'all, bro. She don't want no disease from y'all. So he out loud with it. He ain't really looking our direction, but it's our area. He's looking and just talking out loud. So OG like, he bit his biscuit. He like, who they talking to, nephew? I was like, yo, man, I don't know who that nigga talking to, man. He was like, so we ate. OG let it go. So they start walking out. So I noticed when he started walking out, OG was like, I'm ready to go. So we kind of like, I was like, Lord, man. I'm like, all right, man. So we come out. I'm telling the dude whose birthday it was. I'm like, yo, we about to get us in a riot fight over what? The shake, rattle, and roll back in his prime? I'm like, come on, man. Talk to this nigga. Like, he ain't gonna do nothing stupid. So we walking up the hill. You know what I mean? 30 building is the closest building back from the Child Hall. We the farthest building going to the Child Hall. Coming back from the Child Hall, we the closest building. So we don't gotta do nothing. Go up the hill, it's right there. So we walking, we like, they're a little bit in front of us. See, okay, stop, roadblock. 31 pod going to Child, my homeboy. So they'll stop you right there while the last part of 30 building is coming to eat. So they coming out, so we right there on the roadblock. Cool ass black dude working, you know what I mean? Young boy, he just started working. Nigga, dumb cool. Super duper cool. He probably was bringing the package game. You know what I mean? I didn't know he probably was. He was bringing the package in the future, but he probably was bringing the package. I promise you, we had the roadblock. OG like, the dude just keep looking at us like, he keep looking. He like, just keep. I'm like, man, shh. I'm like, Lord, boy, you're like, man, shh. Y'all crazy. I'm like, man, go down. It go down, man. I ain't gonna let him back old school. He was like, we might don't gotta jump in, man. He's like, that man might beat them all up. I'm like, nah, we can't let him jump him, man. So nothing happened. The roadblock came and went, nothing happened, which I was happy. We get back in the pod. The dude who he beat up still don't say nothing to OG. OG come back in and grit on him before he go up this cell. He like, OG walk past me, we come in the pod, OG walk past me, OG said, OG went up the stairs, powerful as hell, y'all, so boom. We all watching him because he's a live wire. He is a renegade. We have to watch this man. If we don't, he liable to do something stupid, man. So I watched him. He come in, grit on the dude that he just beat up. He was like, then he ran up the stairs like RoboCop, man. I was like, man, me and bro was laughing. We laughed. It was funny, but still, though, we don't want him to crash. You know what I mean? Because he already been on the mountains. This is a good spot for him right now. It's hard to work your way to where he's at. So, like, we really don't want him to crash, man. But, you know, we starting to see that he is a crash out. Slightly, man. But the whole time, like, dude still don't say nothing to him. So the lady come back to work. So when the lady come back to work, you can tell that the tension kind of resurfaced as far as with him and the dude again. Because now that the lady's at work, all you see is OG kind of like watching me. Watching what's going on. You know what I mean? Watching. So, look. mean, I'm making sure I'm watching OG, but the lady working, you know what I mean? So I know he watching the dude. So the dude, I know he was probably trying to duck the lady because he had the little shiner right here from when he got beat up by OG. So the lady come on the floor. So before she'll go post up on a brick wall, she'll do a round. So she do a round. Dude slept in like the third cell or something like that. Dude like, shorty walked by, she was like, come here. Get up, come here. What happened to you? Oh, you fell off the bed, huh? Alright. Alright. She walked away. I'm like, okay, we gangster. She do the round, she hit the top tier. She get up there where OG said, you already know what OG at. OG on the top tier like this on the real. No shirt game. He like, do for original black version. On the top tier on the railing. Shorty come by. She stopped. She hang on the railing next to him. They like this talking. You see him talking, OG. He finally smiled when she worked. And all you see his teeth. He like, yeah. I was like, man, I didn't know this psycho can smile. He was like, yeah. So she talked to him. She dipped. And she did rounds in the other pods. And after she could have posted up in any pod. But as soon as she finished out of all the pods doing a round, she came back in our pod. Posting up on our brick wall. So as soon as she posted up on a brick wall, I looked up, I seen OG, he had his foot on the jump. He was like, he can't go downstairs without a shirt. He was like, I seen him go to his little hanger joint right there. He was like, he grabbed his blue shirt. He was like, I read his brain. It looked like he was thinking about buttoning it. He was like, he got to like the fourth button. He was like, I said, man, he a psycho. He going out there with no button game, y'all. So boom. He come out the steps, his shirt blowing in the wind. He like, he get ready to walk over there. He like, all you see was old head was like this, old head was like, old head breeze past him this way. Old head went post up by the nigga sideways. He was like, talking. OG was like, but did I tell you in the fucking way, man? He just went on his snap. So we on the top tail like, we ain't in this shit, man. Fuck this. This shit is out of our hands. This shit is above our pay grade. He was like, didn't I tell you was in the fucking way, man? The lady was like, look, chill. He was like, no, fuck that. I'm getting sick of this motherfucker. Yeah, you in the fucking way, man. The fuck. Get the fuck out of the way. Dude was like, get the fuck out the way. What do you mean get the fuck out the way? You get the fuck out the way. Why don't you go mess with a fucking boy? That's how quiet the boy that got. That joke was like, I'm looking at bald head, he looking at me, I'm like, he was like, that's all you got. That's all you got. Dude was like, man, this nigga gay. This nigga shake, rattle, and roll. He do it all. He probably flipping everything. He was like, I promise you I just seen OG just get mad. He was like, The lady was like, look, y'all calm down. Is that true? Is that true? He was like, maybe in my past. He didn't say that. He was like, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I'm standing on top 10 like, man, Welling hard as a... Welling, y'all so bold. I said, man, Welling. That's all funny, man. But bro blasted him. He used something that was worse than a punch. Now, he might be got to pay for this in the long run now, but he's standing toe-to-toe with And he told Unc straight up, man, you mess with boys, you shake, rattle, and roll, you do all the above. OG was like, she was like, that's true. That's true. You like, hell no, hell no, hell no. So she like, look, both of y'all calm down. So the lady that's in the booth, she hear it. She come down, she like, make sure she check on the CEO. She like, she called her to the intercom. She came to the intercom. She like, no, I'm good. Yeah, they good. Both of them good. Yeah, I'm positive. She come back to the brick wall. OG was just looking at goddamn old hair like this. OG was like this. I promise you, OG was this with the bitch. OG was like this. He was in a major fighting stance without even looking like he was in one. He was like, we on the top 10. Dude whose birthday was on the top 10. He watching it. We all on the top 10 watching this. We like, we ain't gonna keep messing with the renegade. This nigga a renegade. Hell no. The lady acting like she trying to squash this shit. You know what I mean? She trying to talk to him. So the old head, he just even mad. He like, nah, man. Cause I'm sick of that, man. Nah. Dudes who been locked up forever. They think they come to Lawrenceville, and next thing they know, they don't want the brown hole no more. Nah, man. Nah, man. So I see him, he keep getting a little further. The lady like, shh, calm down. He keep backing up down. The dude who's talking junk, he done backed up so far, he kind of by the microwave slightly. Now he like, no. So dude's trying to calm him down. He like, no, man. Forget that, man. Dude's in the way. He's saying I'm in the way. How I'm in the way, man? This dude gay. He like to shake, rattle, and roll, but I'm in the way. Forget that, man. OG was over there cracking his knuckles. OG was like, shh, shh. Hey, you ain't saying nothing. Come on with it. You ain't saying nothing. He was like, nah, man, forget it. It's the truth. It's the truth, man. This dude shake, rattle, and roll, man. He all in my way. Nigga can't do nothing. He in my way. The lady was like, I don't know who to believe. I don't know who to believe. He was like, nah, listen to me. That dude is gay. I'm telling you. Ask him how long he been locked up. She was like, he's only been locked up 10 years. He was like, what? 10 years? This nigga been locked up Kobe Bryant new number. He didn't say that. He said, man been locked up 24 years. Hell is you talking about, man? That man fell in the late 90s. Niggas was like, damn, like, yo. God damn, that nigga late as a bitch, man. Like, this nigga late as a mother. This shit is wild, man. I'm like, this shit is out of control, man. He blasted OG, man. OG just standing there like, take the joint. He was like, yeah, that's cool. He dip off. I was like, damn, he ain't do nothing to this thing. I was like, yo, OG ain't spaz out, man. What the hell? He ain't going on this dude, man. Like, what the fuck? God damn. But I'm like, still though, this Lawrenceville, like, that shit wasn't gonna stay hitting. It wasn't gonna be a secret forever. But I just still was like, damn, I thought he was about to wild out, y'all. So boom. But he didn't, man. Which was probably a good thing. I ain't even gonna lie, he didn't. But dude blasted him. He won that battle, man. Yeah. OG beat his ass. And then he beat OG ass with words, man. So it was like a tie. It was 1-1. I didn't know who was gonna win this fight, man. But all I know is I knew for a fact OG won't letting this go. OG won't letting it go. I knew it. He's not letting it go. I don't know what he was planning or what he's gonna do. I know he wasn't letting it go. So the lady slapped. The lady dipped. You know what I mean? The lady dipped. So goddamn. First person I see, the dude whose birthday it was, he go all that OG. I'm like, man, OG done waiting to sell on this shit. Sick. He over there. I keep seeing him come to the door and look. Bald head in the bed, rolling like he can't stop laughing. I'm trying not to laugh as much. But we weak, this shit crazy. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, nah, I said, man, OG told the lady he was locked up a dime, goddammit. Ballhead was like, yeah, plus 14. I was like, oh, so we won't try to be weak. But it was a funny moment. This was a funny moment. I ain't even gonna lie, man. So we in the jump, we in the sale trip. So I keep seeing bro whose birthday was. He keep coming to the door. He looking out OG door. He looking. So he finally caught my eye. He was like, I'm like, hey, like, dog. He was like, man. I was like, shh. Oh, I said, man, this nigga tell me to come to OG sale. He was bald head. Like, shit, go over there. Nigga, shit funny as a bitch. What the fuck they talking about? So I'm like, man, go ahead, man. So I go over there. I walk over there. Walk around the chair. You know what I mean? I get over there. I'm like, open the door. I'm like, what's up, bro? I see OG. OG sitting on the bed like this. He sitting on the bed. He got his back. He got his butt on the bed. He like, yeah, I ain't worried about it. Yeah, I ain't worried about it. I'm like, what's up, man? What the hell you got going on? He like, I ain't worried about it. I said, man, what's up, man? What did OG talk about? He was like, man, shh. You know what I mean? Nigga put OG business on blast. OG was like, look, everybody think it's such a bad thing that I fucked around back in the day. So what? I ain't fucked around in over 10 years, Weezy. I'm like, it's been 10 years? He like, yeah, I ain't fucked around in 10 years. The fuck? Everybody think it's a bad thing to fuck around. Shit, I've been locked up since I was a teenager. I'm like, yeah, but I'm saying in my head, I ain't gonna say it out loud. I'm like, yeah. But the words in my head was, I said yeah out loud, but the words in my mind was like, I was like, yeah, but I don't justify shit. He was like, yeah, so, like, what the fuck? Goddamn, the lady, she fucking with niggas in prison. It's a percentage of chance that a nigga used to fuck around. God damn it. Shit, yeah, I shake, rattle, and roll back in the day so fucking wet. He think that shit gonna hurt me. It's gonna hurt him worse than it's gonna hurt me, Weezy. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is you talking? You like, it's gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt him. Trust me on that shit, Weezy. I'm like, man, what the fuck are you thinking about? He was like, nah, fuck that shit. That nigga wanna do that shit. That nigga, I had the bride. I had the bride, Weezy. That's how that nigga gonna do, and I had the bride. I'm like, man, OG, look, you need to calm the fuck down, man. He like, nah, fuck that shit. That's how that nigga wanna fucking carry. Fuck that shit. fuck that shit, Weezy. I'm like, nah, man. Like, bro, you about to crash out over what? I said, man, fuck it, man. Just stay on the car. Fuck that nigga. I said, man, fuck that nigga, OG, man. He was like, nah, fuck that shit. I ain't letting it go. I ain't letting it go, Weezy. I ain't letting it go. He kept saying, I ain't letting it go. I'm like, all right, man, look, this is all I'm saying right here, OG, man. Like, look, do what you gonna do, man. Like, but look, though, man, I'm letting you know now you do something crazy with that shit you showed us the other day. I said, man, your ass going back to the mountains. That's what I'm gonna tell you. You going back to them fucking mountains. He was like, man, fuck that shit. Yeah, fuck it, dude. Man, I'm a renegade, nigga. Fuck that shit, nigga. I ain't scared of no mountains, nigga. The fuck, nigga. I ain't scared to leave this pussy ass camp. He started talking crazy. I'm like, that nigga looked me in my eyes and said, nigga, I ain't scared to leave this pussy ass camp. I didn't say it out loud. And again, I said in my mind, like, nigga, I wonder if you calling me a pussy sister. I'm on the camp, nigga. I ain't say that shit though, man. That nigga was like, nigga, I ain't scared to leave this pussy ass camp. I said, man, this camp ain't no pussy ass camp, OG, man. What you talking about, man? I said, this is a good camp, OG. You can get money. You can smoke the la-la. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And you can still holler at women. I said, you think she the only fish in the sea? Try to get serious with him once. He was like, look, fuck that shit. I still ain't letting it go. I ain't letting it go. I said, I was like, man, all right, man. Like, I ain't gonna do that shit. I said, so hold on. My last words, like this is over the lady or this is over him putting you on blast. I said, you really like this lady? I said, you really done shake, rattling, and rolling? He was like, man, I've been done shake, rattling, and rolling. I've been done shake, rattling, and rolling, Weezy. I was like, man, shh. So you gonna go dumb hard for this lady then? That's just what it is. He was like, I'm about to go super hard for the lady. Pause. He ain't say pause. I'm saying pause. I'm like, yo, man. I'm like, shh. All right, man. Like, if you think that lady's worth, are you getting rid of these? I gotta get rid of him, Weezy, forever. I said, what you mean? He was like, forever. It's like, this nigga psychopath, y'all. So boom. Goddamn, I'm gonna let him do him. I told bro, I was like, yo, bro, I'm gone, bro. Like, OG, be safe, man. What? He just did like that. He was like, I peeled out. I go back to the cell to the boy. I'm like, yo, OG in there talking crazy. OG talking about, goddamn, it's acting like niggas acting like they ain't, you know what I mean? Like niggas acting like it's a problem that he used to shake, rattle, and roll back in the day and all this other madness, crazy stuff. I said, man, OG is a psycho, man. I'm telling you, boy. It was like, that's why I ain't go over there. He was like, I'll go over there. Shit be crazy funny, man. He was like, OG funny, man. I was like, I know, man. I said, man, guess what that nigga said, man? He was like, what? I said, man, OG told me, looked me in my eyeballs and told me he ain't scared to leave this pussy ass camp. I said, man, for real, man, I had a flashback of stealing on OG. I said, I don't think it'll drop on those. So I said, man, I started rethinking that plan. Ball head was weak. I'm like, man, I ain't fucking with OG Diesel ass, man. Hell no. So we tripped about it. I left the shit alone. I didn't see it. I don't know what the fuck happened. All I know is when dudes was coming back from dinner, I looked up. Niggas was walking in like when the door opened, it'd be a 10, 20 dudes coming in. I'm on the top 10 dudes like, hey, what you saying? Ain't no homeboy crazy, man. I said, we went to the hole. I wasn't hoping he was going to the hole, but still though, man, it was a lot with him in our pod. So it wasn't like that. I was hoping that he crashed. Like, still though, man, y'all already know how my 2 birds with 1 stone syndrome is, man. Like, you know what I mean? But I won't wait. I was like, when he went to the hole, dude was like, no, he about to come back. So he come on the stuff. I was like, what happened? He was like, man, look. He was from Rich. He said, man, look, Charlotte. He said, man, goddamn OG came behind dude ass when we was waiting at the roadblock and knocked dude ass out. I was like, what? He was like, man, he knocked that nigga out. That nigga stood on the ground, Weezy. As he saying that, I looked up. I seen OG coming to the pod like this. OG was like, that nigga hit the steps. He was like, oh my door. Man, they opened his door. He went in. I was like, he was like, Weezy, that nigga stood on the ground, Charlotte, my word. I was like, man, he slapped that nigga, man. He's like, man, he sleep. I was like, oh, shit. So right after dinner, they gonna count. So we thinking they about to come lock this nigga up. Niggas was like, my word, goddamn. Police coming to jump. Lock down, count time. Lock down for count. I ain't see them look at OG. I ain't see them say nothing to OG. OG in the sale. I'm like, this shit crazy. So they counted. After they counted, we was like, yo, dude never came back. The nigga, he knocked out. Man, them niggas came in the joint again. You hear, they come in the pod. They go straight to bro cell on the bottom tier. They tell his celly something. Next thing you know, you see his celly bringing his stuff out. They putting his stuff in the cart. I was like, yo, what it? I said, man, bro kept it gangster again about who ain't knock him out. I'm like, man, this dude a real soldier, man. I said, for one, he stood up to a freaking renegade. That's for one, man. And I said, for two, he didn't tell it. I said, man, he a real soldier. I gotta give him his props. I'm telling boy, like, yo, they ain't fucking with OG, man. So OG got away with this shit. Man, OG got away with this shit, man. I promise you, OG got away with this shit, man. Dude got out the hole. The dude got out the hole and went to 80 building. So he's on the whole other side of the yard. So the lady be working. So with the lady working, OG still like he trying to holler at the lady. The lady told that nigga straight up she ain't fucking with him. Now, I don't know if she believed dude or it was just that was a lot that went on in that situation where they had when she was standing by the brick wall. Either way, she wasn't fucking with that nigga like she used to, and you knew it because it was bothering him, man. I promise you, man. So, like, it went on for like a month and a half like that. Like, it looked like OG was never the same again. It looked like he was never the same again, man. You know what I mean? Like, he couldn't really take like being goddamn, you know what I mean, with the lady. Like that whole situation didn't pan out for him. Man, I promise you, man, probably about another month go by, man. OG ended up moving. OG ended up moving to 70 building game, man. Goddamn OG over in 70 building game, man. I promise you, man. When I came back over there to 60 building, when I told y'all the sergeant dude moved me back to San Francisco, which wasn't San Francisco then, but he moved me back to 60 building. Man, I promise you, man, I see OG on the yard, man, walking with a boy. I promise you, now Baldhead is in 70 building. Baldhead said, yo, I meant to tell you, like, it wasn't on my mind like that. When I seen Baldhead on the yard and I see him walking with the boy, I'm like, Baldhead was like, yo, I meant to tell you, man. He was like, yeah, OG back to shake, rattling, and rolling. I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. He was like, yeah, after all of that shit he done, the niggas back to shake, rattling, and rolling, bro. I was like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. He was like, he is, bro. You know what I mean? Goddamn, that nigga seen me. That nigga was like, hey, where's that? What's up? He dapped me up. I was like, what's up? What you doing, OG? I ain't doing shit. He was like, hey, baby. Hey, baby. I was like, baby. He was like, shh. Come on, Weezy, man. I come over there, man. My baby come up here on the compound. I can't say no to my baby, Weezy. I said, so you back shake, round and roll? He was like, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I was like, man, OG, your ass crazy, man. But he was a freaking renegade though, man. Like he lasted over there for a little second, man. Then they say he knocked another dude out over there, man. And I guess after that, the people got tired of OG, man. And they shipped OG dumbass. I never seen him no more, man. But OG was a renegade from the town, man. He was a psycho, man. You don't lie, man. Shout out to goddamn old Jizzle, man. But that was a crazy situation. And that's the end of the damn story. I appreciate y'all for watching again. As always, y'all know the count, man. Stay y'all ass out the way. It's the best decision that you can make in your life. Trust me, man. But y'all already know what it is, man. This was a bonus banger. So what I need y'all to do with this one, like, share, subscribe this one. Y'all, let's get this. Let's get it. Let's go. But y'all be safe and stay your ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart just to open your eyes up.